Drivin Ivan here, and it's Radwood 2026 at the Amelia. I am going to show you every car here. Smash that like button, subscribe. It really helps me out with the algorithm. If you like my stuff, then buy me a coffee. Thank you so much, sir. I'm just going to grab the camera from you and show you all these beautiful Radwood cars. Search Drivin Ivan in any car. I've reviewed a lot of these cars, pretty much all of them. So there you go, starting off 850 CSI. And look what we have here. We have some M6s, and we have this cool couple here. Look at them. Does it look like 1987 to 1988 right here? I think it does. What are your names? You have these two 635s.
My name's Aya.
Aya.
And I'm Kevin.
Aya and Kevin, and I'm Drivin Ivan. It's nice to meet you. We were talking about your car here, the M6, and this is also an M6. I have an L6 that's totally tricked out. But what's it like coming to these shows and dressing the part? And tell me what you think of Radwood and why you probably love it.
Well, we've been coming to Radwood since SoCal 2017. We missed a few kind of when we were moving from LA to Ohio. But this is our favorite event of the year. We try to make it every year, and we try to do the outfits right.
Wait a second. You moved from LA and went to Ohio?
Yes.
Oh my God, who moves from LA to Ohio? You guys do.
We do.
Tell me about that.
Well, we don't have to smog any of these cars anymore.
That's true. Welcome to the Hotel California. In fact, you can see Drivin Ivan play that song on all the instruments on YouTube. Also, just search IvanKatz Hotel California. But thank you so much, guys. This is awesome. Starting off my Radwood tour with your two cars, and they are awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. The Shark. Do we have a license plate on this one too? Do 6E. Yeah. Am I I'm not getting the license plate because I'm in camera mode.
For my plate,
Yeah.
it's Deuce.
Oh, Deuce.
The name of my first rabbit.
Okay. Nice. All right, guys and gals and everyone, here we go. Drivin Ivan, Radwood 2026. I got to double back here because there's some cars like this tweed-wrapped BMW 3 Series. It's not an official. It didn't start its life as an M3, but it's now a beast. Totally cool. Tweed wrap. This company does these tweed wraps. You got to check them out. They're really freaking cool. I saw them yesterday. Maybe that'll help you find them. I know that's their card on the other side, so I'm going to show you because I love these guys. Talking to them yesterday. That's the people who wrapped it. They'll wrap your car in anything you like. But look at this thing. Look at the detail here. People are touching the tweed, and it looks like it's kind of a drift car too. Absolutely awesome. Back up here and show it to you. One of the very special cars. Look at this, a Junebug Carrera RS. There's RS America 3.8. This is kind of club sport on steroids. It's a super quick, lightweight 911, beautiful car. And looks like it's been used and driven. And I love that. Carrera here. A couple other Porsches over this way. And GT2, very desirable there. Ferrari 550. If you're wondering what car Drivin Ivan calls the best used Ferrari right now, well, you're looking at it, and I reviewed it, so check that out. It is for sale. Look at that. I don't mind. Okay, if you buy this car, do send Drivin Ivan some reward money on Buy Me a Coffee, which I will have linked below. But yeah, this is a beauty. Gated manual, Ferrari 550, blue. Tour de France blue on tan, and I review a very similar car, so check that out. I do call it the best used Ferrari available right now. Front engine V12. I also just reviewed the spiritual successor, the 812 GTS. I haven't even posted that video. I'll post it next week. But I also have a couple of very cool reviews coming up from this event, actually. A very cool Rally Lancia and a very crazy Concours De Lemons car. Probably one of the coolest cars I have ever reviewed. That's all I'm going to say about it. It'll post next week also. Look at the Pasha interior in this Carrera here. Hot pink, looking cool. Drivin Ivan loves pink cars. I have a pink Citroen CX wagon, and last year I reviewed a pink Citroen CX GTI, actually. This is the BMW, I think it's an 850 CSI, which means it has a 12-cylinder. 840 has the V8, but to have a manual is quite rare in these. I mean, they had them, of course, but a manual V12 This is a very, very special car here. And these two are the original, well, not the original, but the second generation M3. Super cool. Yeah, I almost bought a convertible. I share this story a lot. Convertible, blue with the gray and the M seats for $3,250. It wasn't automatic like this one. I regret not buying it, certainly. But oh well. Sometimes we let them get away. And that's just the way it is. Now, I think that's a Sarah, one of the K cars from Japan. I've reviewed a couple of those. The Honda Beat, Suzuki Cappuccino. I'd love to review one of these. The Sarah. It's a, well, yeah, Toyota Sarah. How cool. K cars all under 500, 600 cc's, somewhere in there. And look at that Honda CRX. This one appears to be a CRX SI. That's the sport version. There was an HF, which got you about 50 miles per gallon, I believe. And I used to drive my bosses. He used to send me on errands way back in the day, one of my first jobs ever. Honda Prelude. Not this one, but the later ones had four-wheel steering. And this is a JDM car also, so that's pretty cool. Manual JDM, super, super cool. And oh yeah, we got to see the, wow, it's a Sony Watchman, Honda Sony Watchman. What are we playing here?
Honda Ad.
She's like, come. All right, I'll pause it. Hang on a second. Cool pop-up headlights, and this thing is making noise. That is so cool to see a Honda branded Sony Watchman. Let's close the door here and show you the full shape of this beautiful car. The wedge shape Honda Prelude, yeah. I think the Prelude's coming back too, so these should gain value. Very, very cool. And look at them, they're all dressed for the 80s too. So cool. All right, here we go. El Camino, what is this thing? I don't know. I shouldn't tell you it's, yeah, it's an 84 El Camino. I don't know why they play this music, because it's really messing with my algorithm, I think. I'd have to delete it. Monte Carlo SS with the boom box on top. I love this stuff. I love the 80s and 90s. Of course, you know, I grew up during this time, and, you know, so I remember all this stuff. I'm trying to keep it right. But for these people, you know, they're kind of living a life right now that they kind of, I think they have a lot of admiration for. And we lived it. And I'll tell you, living through it, look at that beautiful Spanish moss. It's actually not moss, by the way. But, yeah, it's a lifestyle we lived, but it wasn't exactly all crazy outfits and fun and games, right? Con L's Fun and Games is a good album from the 80s if you like music. And if you like music, watch me playing the instruments on all of INKvideo is a channel where I just play solo acoustic, but I play all the instruments on songs like Hotel California, Stairway to Heaven, Purple Haze, and Maggie May, Squeeze, Another Nail from My Heart, a lot of REM songs, Laughing, Losing My Religion, Radio Free Europe, Chevy Blazer here looking cool, and also original songs like Free Your Mind. What else do we got? I'll Never Tell. Fox Body Mustang here, and a review of some of their car actually. What else? A lot of songs. You and Me, Past Relations, Every Day on the Beach is a good one, and wow, 20,998 original model, and yeah, good stuff out here. Shelby over here, look at that. Cool. All right. Authentic 80s, 90s music here going on. Sort of remixed, I would say. But, yeah, I love this era of cars. Love walking you through the Radwood. I used to be very into freestyle biking, too. I have a video where I teach you how to fly in, drop in and fly out of the skate park, too. I used to do freestyle back in the day. Ride ramps with my friends and jump and do all that stuff. So yeah, look at this Subaru Brett coming up here. This is a Honda of some sorts. Looking super cool. Looks to be kind of a JDM special with cool anime stuff going on in there. Who knows? But I'm sure you guys know. We had a little mini Rubik's Cube there. That should be pretty easy to solve. Subaru Brat should have the rear seats, and it does with the handle.
Is that the same
Yeah, that's
here?
how much we cared for safety back in the day. This is how we used to roll back in the day. So funny. See, that shows you like how much life has changed. Isn't that great? So good. Hey, this is very similar to mine. I have an 88 Lotus Turbo Esprit. You can see my full driving review. Mine was 66,000 when new. This one, 68,000. There you go. They increased $2,000 over a year. Looks very similar to mine, actually. Super similar. Just search Drivin Ivan Lotus Esprit, and I'll tell you what it's like to drive this, along with the Europa and also the other cars from Lotus as well. So many. In fact, I have the Elan from the 90s, a Radwood special, just up there right now. And I reviewed the DeLorean recently, which is amazing. I don't know what that SV Diablo is doing here.
All the awards will start at 12:30 over here at the DJ booth.
Thunderbird there.
That's about 30 minutes from now. So
Ford Fiesta, I think. There's a VinWiki car, I guess. Lamborghini. And also Venturi here, the French Ferrari. Pretty cool. Yakko. Yakko Venturi. Super cool. Looks like a mini F40, doesn't it? Super cool. I've always wanted to review a Venturi. So if you're listening, please reach out to me. I would like to review your car. Find me on Instagram and send me a private message. MR2, I think a new one's coming out now. So this MR2 should, I think they'll all increase in value. Look at this Safari Miata over here. How crazy is that? Guess we'll go over there and take a look at this crazy Safari Miata. Look at this thing. Super stunning, I think. I love these lifted Miatas. Shout out to my buddy there who has a beautiful blue lifted Miata. But these things, Safari all the cars, that's what I say. Super cool. That nitrous, it's got all sorts of things. But did you die? So funny. Wow. Look at the stickers on this one. Super cool. MR2. This one. I just reviewed a bunch of JDM Mitsubishi Evos. So let me see what's going on with this one. Evolution 5. I reviewed an Evo 7 and an Evo 9 wagon. Super cool cars, both of them. And then we have, what else do we have here? MR2. We have a Del Sol. I also recently reviewed one of these. Love it, love it. Hopefully my friend sold his by now. But yeah, this was as cool as you could get back then. T-tops on your reliable, sporty Honda. What more could you want? Well, you might want one of these 959 rally car from Rothman's. I mean, you might. You might want one of these, right? I think you would. Wow. Doesn't get much more legit than that, does it? In terms of your Safari cars. The Rothman's Porsche Safari. Super cool. This one too is looking good. 964, I believe. Let's see, what year? Yeah. These are the ones they based the Singer cars on. And let's see. I think my buddies are over here. That's a beautiful, is this a turbo look or is it a turbo? Let's see. Here is a Targa. Do check out my I bought the cheapest Porsche 911 Targa video and you'll see how much I paid for it. Look at that. Achtung, baby. Just a Carrera here with a turbo body. These are my friends. Beautiful, beautiful Carrera 911. They drive it all over the place. I always see them down here. Met them. Very friendly people. Hey, everybody. Say hi to Drivin Ivan.
What's up, Ivan?
Woohoo. There's my buddies. They have these two cars right here. That beauty right there. What year is that again? 84. And this one? 83. Super, super cool. So, the El Camino kicks ass. That's so cool. I know. That is awesome.
They wouldn't have came if I didn't come.
Are you guys having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun?
Great. Yes, having a ball.
Great to see. Now this is what people who actually grew up in Radwood times look like nowadays.
80s and 90s.
You know, you see all these funny Sony Walkmans out here, these funny phones. That was our life.
Yes. That's it.
You know what we had to do, guys? If we wanted to talk to a girl back then, who did we have to talk to first?
The parents.
The parents.
Yeah.
We had to talk to the parents. You guys don't know how good you got it these days. You spoiled Gen Zs and Gen As.
Millennials.
All right. Gen X, baby.
Yeah.
Woohoo. All right. Nice to see you guys again. I got to review this one. I got to review both of these, maybe. All right. Where are you guys based again?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. I love Jacksonville. Come on.
Come on down.
Come on.
Come on down. We'll put you up.
Send me a PM on Insta. Same as my Drivin IvanKatz. Reach out to me on Insta. I'd love to hang out with you guys for a weekend. If you could stand it. Something tells me it would be fun. El Camino. Onward we go. Oh my God, look at this thing. Mercury, Durango. How cool is that? With the El Camino, man. This is so incredibly cool. Wow, they got the Haggerty swag. Love you guys at Haggerty. You put on a great show. Drivin Ivan loves you.
Appreciate you.
S500. They're very kind people. S500 limousine here. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, Haggerty brings out some cool cars himself. S500 Pullman. Who had a Pullman back in the day? John Lennon had one. You can bet your bottom dollar. There's the M5, the original M5. How cool is that? I really got to review one of those. And what is this? What is this, by the way? You know, today me so me I go glam. I lick it boom boom down to take the band assistant that'll stop the motor so more down the lane. And if you don't there, Callaway C2. Pretty good rapping from Drivin Ivan, right? Callaway Corvette, probably a twin turbo, looking really good. C12 Speedster. Is it a twin turbo? I don't know. You guys figure it out. Tell me. It's cool. Look at that interior. Oh my God. Blue and white. Yes, please. Drivin Ivan loves this. That is cool. Should this be my picture car? I don't know. That's so cool. And I'm seeing my favorite Porsche 944 down there. It's a European spec Viper right here. Super cool RT10. And yeah, I love this thing. This thing is absolutely awesome. It's cool to see people walking around with Vans here too, like I used to wear. I got my first pair of Vans in 1980, I think, and you couldn't even get checkerboard back then. This guy's Porsches, I'll have to talk to him because this Minerva blue one, I am just digging it. I think he owns a place called a Porsche 944 barn or something, if I'm not mistaken. Coolest stuff out here, actually. So Elliot is the owner of the 944 barn. He corrected me. This is actually Tahoe blue, which is really the same as Minerva blue. It's just the color they came out with after. I don't think this is stock, but this has coilovers and all sorts of stuff. This is Neil Diamond, and I actually redid this song and recorded it also with all the instruments on YouTube, and I sing it as well. But look at this purple 944. This thing is awesome. Roof wheels, and wow, got to make my way around here. I showed you the Viper already, but this is your it's looking pretty 320/80 to me. It's not a 308, it is a 328, but it is the proper color combination for the oh, I'm wrong, it looks like the wheels are updated, but yeah. Robin 1, of course, is Tom Selleck's Magnum PI's car. I'd fool me with these wheels. I think the wheels might be later, but yeah, this is the right color. I show you the exact car in the Peterson vault. They had to lower the seat because Tom Selleck's so high. H-gate shifter, and I review this car as well in a different color. Bum, bum, bum. Everybody sing along. But anyway, more Porsches. Look at this field. Wow, I'm gonna get there. Show you every car. It's a tall order, but I'm gonna do it. 911 SC like mine, Super Carrera. White with brown and brown. Cool color combination there. Wow, this thing is slammed. It's really low. That's pretty cool. Houndstooth Porsche interior, beautiful. Wow. M3, second gen there. Got some, we got some Alpina cars there. But I'll show you these two lifted. Well, that one's lifted. That's just normally Range Rover high there. Look at it, so cool. And this one, wow, what is this? I think it's really cool, actually. Another Range Rover. It's super cool. Wow. G-Class Galinda wagon there. Is that what that is? Or is They're calling it an arcade, the 230G. All the cars and all the dogs I like to show you. Let's see this second row back here where I know we have some Alpina cars. That one's Alpina. What am I starting in the middle for? Meet me in the middle. There we go. Alpina. I have a B7. Full review of that one. And the B10 also as well. This is a B10 V8. But the B10 I reviewed is actually a touring wagon. And this is an M3 wagon. MR2. This is the one they compared to the Ferrari 348, really. I think back then. A little bit of a resemblance. Wow, that's a beauty, isn't it? Wow. Cloud Shoe, M Coupe, M3 Coupe. These were the fastest BMWs at the time. I reviewed the Z1 and then I compare it to the M3 Clown Shoe and the Z3, Z4 and Z3 M cars actually. So there you go. 320 here. I had one of these. It didn't have these cool rear shade there. That is pretty cool and period correct, I would say. That thing is awesome, just really cool. Look at this, really tricked out 3 Series from the 80s here, early 90s too. They carried over into the early 90s, but the 320 was before, and it was those sedans, really the 2002, that really got people into the mindset of, hey, I can have a family car that I can also enjoy driving, like my Porsche, you know, when I have to have the back seats for the kids. So that's what made these cars popular. Just a little history on these cars and how they evolved. Yeah, you know, you could have your beautiful soft driving Mercedes S-Class, but if you wanted to tackle the twisties with a little bit of a joy, you needed to have your sporty BMWs, and that's why they became popular. Mercedes was always a little more comfortable. Of course, now they have the 190s and the, you know, really quick V12s here, things like that. The S600 this would be, with a beautiful 12-cylinder engine. You know, automotive journalists, oh, this has a, is that a manual? No, that's super rare. But automotive journalist David E. Davis said, if you can, you know, anyone who thinks they're anybody should own a 12-cylinder automobile in their life. He did that on the story about the Countach on 60 Minutes. He said that in an interview. This is AMG. Wow, very rare. I tell you the truth about driving the Countach. Just search that. Drivin Ivan, the truth about driving the Countach. And I try to tell you everything you need to know about driving that car. An amazing car, of course. Maybe there'll be one here in the back. Who knows? But yeah, AMG, that is super rare. Very, very nice. And cassette collection. Let's see. You like any of those? Let me know in the comments what your favorite 80s, 90s band is. Mine is REM. And again, that's an NA Miata. Super cool. The first one ever. There they go. The cell phone and the boom box. And yeah, when these came out, I got to tell you, it was revolutionary. All of a sudden, you didn't have to have your British finicky sports car and fix it every weekend. You had a reliable Japanese sports car. And that is Kathy Ireland, I think, on the cover there. And yeah, I remember. But yes, you had your reliable Japanese car, and it just really revolutionized sports cars back then. The Z24 was pretty cool also. But yeah, it's hard for you to understand. It was 1989-ish when I saw, I'm sorry, yeah, 1989 when I saw the first ones. Incredible. A friend of mine had the hardtop version of this, I believe, in college. 3.1 liter V6. Look at the white interior they used to put in these. So cool. I loved it. Honestly, I loved it. Maybe you can pause and read all about it right there. All right. Look at this thing. Vantage Auto. What am I looking at here? Is it a, well, it's for sale. You can, it's a Defender 110. And what exactly is going on?
This is a full custom built Defender. We do very well.
Wow.
Body off frame restoration. Everything's brand new on the inside. The only thing that's original is the actual body.
All right, I'll go in and check it out. And maybe Drivin Ivan will have to get a hat later. Who knows? But yeah, watch it later on Drivin Ivan. There you go. If you want the information again, I'll put it right here for you. Just pause it right there and buy Drivin Ivan a coffee if they buy it.
Yes,
there you go.
exactly.
Thank you so much. Vantage, cool car. And nice to be out here at this Same thing there. What's our price point? Tell the people.
So this one starts at 150.
Okay.
And that one starts at 177.5. That's a custom built engine, turbo diesel.
Do you have to supply the car, or do you already have it?
We buy the donor car.
Okay, so there you go. Wow, that's awesome. Based on an earlier Galinda wagon, is that what's going on
This
there?
one's the June.
Okay, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a 91.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for showing it to me.
Not a problem.
SL here, and again, that AMG is awesome. Really cool interiors and manual too. That's cool. You can smell the leather. It's beautiful. And out back here, there you go. Try to stay out of the way of the other media people, but it's hard sometimes. There's a Toyota Century, top of the line, beautiful car here, and Plymouth, Chrysler Plymouth minivan. These were like Lee Iacocca came in and made these and really saved Chrysler, and really the rest is history. That's what they would have cost back in the day, $28,000. How about that? Another Z24 here. I like the interior on the other one, but this one's cool too. What do you think? What do you think of these? I love them. I've kind of, you know, they tend to be, I think they're pretty cheap on the interwebs and on the sale sites, and I think you can get a good cheap one. I know all about the Alante. I can tell you this one has the North Star. I bought a 92 Alante because I didn't want the North Star actually, but this one's very nice, the green color, and there were the specs, and this one does not have the digital dash, but still super, very, very, very cool. So there you go. A lot of people wanted the North Star Alante, and this is it in green with the rare non-digital dash option. How about that? That is cool. Cadillac, Brom, 944s galore. I guess I got to show you this one here, which is a Neva 1600 toaster bath. Wow, this is a 4x4. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe it's like an Eastern block car. This is pretty cool. Not sure exactly what's going on here, but I can tell you, it is super cool. What's that?
You might walk away with a trophy. I don't know what the category would be, but...
All right, look at this one. This one cannot decide what it's doing or where it's going at all. It just cannot decide whether it's going forward or backward or forward or backward or forward. It's never ending. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can drive it from both sides. I'd really like to talk to the guy about this. Who knows what's going on? Fuzzy dice also. And look at that, the Chevette. I've heard stories of parents telling their kids when they graduate in the 80s, they're going to get them a vet, and they get them a Chevette. But this one is the shoveling snow shovel vet, lawyer garage. How about that? That is cool. That is a cool car. What do you think of that one? The Shove Vet. Maybe I should make this the picture thumbnail for the show. I don't know. That one's pretty cool too, though. The Volvo 240 here. Lifted Volvo 240. Super cool, right? Okay, Radwood. More 928s. This one a 91 in coral red. Again, I've reviewed a couple of these. So search Drivin Ivan in any car, including the Porsche 928. Read all about it right there. Okay. Take you on down the line. Let's check out the engines here. Called the German Corvette. That shifter is very stubby. Looks pretty cool. This one's the automatic. So there, now you've seen both. Got the cool wheels. And yeah, this was actually the car, of course, that was used in Risky Business with Tom Cruise back in the day. They don't have the color here so far that I see, but this one also 1981. Mine is the 79 with 5-speed dog. And by the way, it's a dog leg shift. First is down here and to the left, second, third, fourth, fifth. And that's a racing thing, really. This car was meant to replace the Porsche 911. Of course, Porsche files were not having it. We love our 911s as Porsche people. And yeah, just cannot replace the 911. So anyway, that CEO got fired. I have a very cool walk-around tour of the Porsche factory in Stuttgart, Zuffenhausen. So watch that video. I show you, they have the four-seat Porsche 928. The beginning phases of the Panamera, really. What a cool car that is. I love that car. That's one of my favorite cars there. But what else? The 944s here, and yeah, more 928s here, and look at that. Polyvac, Rothman's Porsche. Yeah, here we have a Diablo. Is it a VT? I don't know. Fox Body Mustang over there, and I don't know. It is a VT. They started making these in the early 90s. I was at the factory then. A few years later, I met Valentino Balboni, Lamborghini test driver. He gave me a private tour of the museum in 1999. Search that on YouTube. Valentino Balboni giving Drivin Ivan a private tour of the Lamborghini Galleria before it opened to the public. And this one's for sale. Okay, Jacksonville Sports Cars. If Drivin Ivan sells this for you, you should buy him a coffee. There you go. 5.7 liter. And this one is all-wheel drive, the VT. So there you go. It's all the Diablo you can hope for. Cool, huh? All right, onward we go. I guess I should show you this Toyota Century and all the opulent, decadent luxury that it provides. Yeah, this material, though, gives me the icks, actually. Let me know if that material, that velour, velvety material gives you the icks. It gives me the icks. But this is very, very luxurious, beautiful car here. And I wouldn't mind having one, reviewing one at least. So if you have one, let me know. I would like to review that car. Something tells me this is Euro spec, this 944. That's what it says. Porsche production specifications. Yeah, it looks very nice. Pasha out back there. Range Rover. Fox Body Mustang. I was actually thrilled to review this one. I always wanted to review it. The LXs were the sleepers. They had the 5.0 engine, but there you go. Okay, it's a real classified. There you go. If you're interested, and again, if you buy it, send Drivin Ivan. Buy Drivin Ivan a coffee. 968 here, 4-cylinder, huge 4-cylinder engines, 3 liter. The last of the 944 series, the 968, super balanced, super great handling. 968, awesome. And then it's good, the variants here. Toyota Arsto. I don't know. Anyway, cool. JDM for sure. And I'm digging it. Look at this thing. SR5. What is it? Yeah, that's it. It's stunner. Part of the Corolla series, I think. This one American, market, and it's debadged, so you can't really tell, but super cool. If you want to see the first Toyota 4AGE engine ever in use, I reviewed the Lotus M90X100 prototype. Search that on YouTube. It's one of my more recent videos. Beautiful Mercedes sedans here. Big, huge steering wheels, very comfortable to drive. And this one's awesome too. The AMG wheels and the V12. It's got it all. This one, their Panzer wagon, looks to be one of the later ones. I'll tell you in a second here. I have 3 reviews, now 4 reviews of this on YouTube. I just reviewed a very clean one. This is going to be mid-70s since it's a 450 SL. 300 SL here later. And then you can see how the dash progressed from this generation to the next generation there. And this one is some sort of cool JDM Honda SMX from Georgia, not too far. How cool is that? I say it's very cool. Van culture here. And yeah, looking awesome. Super cool. All right, row after row. Hey, speaking of the Elan from the early 90s, there's one here, believe it or not. The LeBaron GTC, that's cool. Got to show you the interior there. Awesome. Manual too, super rare. Wow, and this is a mullet. Look at that. Is that a mullet? That's cool. 80 show. So this Elan S2, I think the SE is the only one they had in America, but this is pretty cool. A Zuzu engine. Again, I just did a driving review of this, so look at that. But this one looks to be equipped a little bit differently. Super cool, wedge-shaped. They were going to put a Toyota engine, but then GM bought them, and they went with the Suzu engine, actually. This is a second-gen Mazda RX-7. Mine has an LT1 engine in it, and mine is a convertible as well, but that's pretty cool. 1.3 rotary, unless it's like a turbo or something. But cool cars. NA Miata. As I said, these were just revolutionary when they came out. I do have a review of one, and there's a surprise with mine. Mercedes wagon, super cool. Hard to ignore the sounds of Queen in the background. By the way, Bohemian Rhapsody is certainly on the Queen Night at the Opera album, but that album is amazing. Listen to that album in its entirety, starting with Death on Two Legs. It is an incredible album. If you like music, listen to Queen Night at the Opera from 1975. Yes, I remember listening to it back in the day. Am I dating myself? I think I am, but I don't care. That's an amazing album. I was very young. I was a little kid when I was listening to this album first. Look at that Porsche right there. Wow, look at those wheels. Do we like those wheels or what? Yes, I think we do. Tyco Daredevil Jump. Wow, that was fun. I remember those. This one's got all the toys. Look at that. Super cool. And that one too. That's look at how that door opens there. Pioneer sound system. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Isuzu Tracker. Is that what it is? Geo Tracker. I remember these, you know. So how cool is that? Okay, it says it's a 97 Geo Tracker. There you go. That is awesome. Totally awesome. Wow, that's a rare color for this car right here. 3 Series convertible. Not quite 80s. Oh, look, that one's for sale too. They don't say how much, but there you go. Mercedes wagon, super clean, super cool. All right, Z3 in a rare color. I'm kind of in love with this color. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is kind of like a fancier version of a Miata in a sense. I do have a full review of that one too. I used to own one. I regret not buying one of these for $1,800. Oh my God, why didn't I buy it? It was a manual too. Oh my God. Super cool first gen MR2. And now with the new one coming out, Twin Cam 16, they're gonna be worth some money, I think. Like these Porsches that are due up. This is a 964 Porsche 911 Carrera 2. I had a Carrera 4. It's Tiptronic too, which is kind of rare, but really cool actually. These are the cars that singers are based on. This one here is a Jaguar XK8. And it's very cool. They had the convertible version too, of course. These are pretty cars. And they actually had an R, I think, later on, but really nice Jags. Like I said, I've had my fair share of Jags. X-Type wagon, and a which has been stolen actually, so be on the lookout for a green with tan interior. The same one I reviewed, of course, on YouTube. And I bought the cheapest supercharged Jag. Another video. Nissan 240 SX, I believe. They had a convertible version of this too. A lot of these are turned into drift cars, of course, but also nice. Another Del Sol right here, and another MR2, also first gen MR2. That's a cool shifter in that one. Yes, stock MR2. Looks to be stock. Look at that. Mid-engine Toyota, very reliable. Alpina B10. As I said, I have a full review of this thing, so do watch that video. Super rare, super cool. Mitsubishi Evo GTO 3000 GT, whatever. I just reviewed the GTO version of this, the JDM right-hand drive version. So check that video out, Mitsubishi GTO Drivin Ivan, or just search JDM. B10 3.2 wagon with the Alpina wheels, looking awesome. Love it. I have a bunch of Alpina reviews, the B7, the B10, and an Alpina 2002 also. Look at this Scooby right here, I believe. Caldina, that's pretty cool. Let's walk around that one. JDM. No, it's a Toyota. See? Caldina 2.0G. Sorry. Sometimes, like I say, I just think I know what something is, and I don't. Shadow 944. The Shadow Nose. Porsche 968. Another one. And show you in there. Oh, someone's sleeping in there. Look at that. Just chilling. Bellissimo. That's pretty cool. How you doing? Relaxing on a hot day. Hiding from the sun. I wish I could hide from the sun. I'm gonna go eat some lunch soon, I hope. 924 And this is a 924S. You know, these sometimes were quicker than the 944s on the track because they were lighter. Did you know that? A little bit of Porsche trivia for you. But doesn't matter. Most people want the 944 anyway. That one has the Porsche bike probably on it. Is that a Porsche bike? I don't know. But super cool anyway. Stitcher. I don't mind giving a shout out to their Instagram there. Okay. Subaru, Tokyo Subaru, WRX, Impreza from GTS Corolla. That's pretty cool. But JDM market, that is awesome. I gotta say, this one's all shined up, looking beautiful. This Corolla. Wow, 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 wow.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
Mercedes dudes, there they are. The Mercedes bros. I'm not sure exactly who they are or what they're doing, but that's pretty cool, huh? Celica here, GT 190E, the quintessential car for Mercedes. They're starting to make these in restomod form now and just really killing it. There were a bunch at the Moto Miami that I saw. Well, explain your outfits here. What's going on? Who are you guys?
I'm Aaron. This is my daughter Layla, and she's 18, and this is her 190E. So I'm gonna let her tell you about it.
Well, it is a 1985 190E with an original Lorenzo body kit on it. It is not a 16V, although it says it on the back. It's just a regular 2.3 liter. We got it from this guy. He owned like a mechanic shop, older guy. This was his late son's car.
Okay.
And he's getting older and needed to sell the place and all the vehicles on it.
And what's the body kit again?
An original Lorenzo body kit.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it out. See it later on Drivin Ivan. And all right.
See you online.
That's awesome. Look at this Toyota Celica Supra here, I guess. From back in the day. Look at that automatic blue interior. Lots of memorabilia, brochures, and that sort of thing. Look at that. How cool is that? Iowa. Wow, that was so cool. Everybody wanted an Iowa double cassette boombox back in the day. 25R. That thing is awesome. Look at that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Tommy Kyra. Tell me about that in the comments, somebody, so I know what that is. I'm not too sure. Neo Straight 6, Porsche 944. Beautiful, beautiful two-tone Corvette that I'm going to show you in a second. Wow, look at that. I love the two tones. Look at that. Yeah, I kind of want a C4. Kind of want to review one. I want mine to be blue with blue or blue with white interior or something like that. Nice to see the police out here, or the Popo as they were called back in the day, keeping us all safe. I like to see that. Here we go. Is this a M5 wagon? Beamer World. Is it as cool as it can be? I think it is. Third gen RX-7. Yes, I almost bought an Amazon green automatic like this one for $5,000. Can you believe I said no to that for $5,000? Blue Amazon green with a tan. That was a nice car. You know, we regret a few of them. That MR2 especially I regret. That was so cheap. 1850. White with some little pinstriping on it. It was a cool car. Another Alpina. This one a B6. And it's a rare wagon. Yeah, it's a 2.8. Super rare wagon, as a matter of fact. Alpina steering wheel. I might be selling my Alpina B7. So if you're interested in a B7 with about 83,000 miles on it, let me know. I'm also selling a great Radwood car, 1987 Ginetta G26 and a Fiat Barchetta from the late 90s. Really cool car, silver with red leather. The Alpina is Alpina blue with the darker brown interior. And yeah, that Fiat Barchetta is silver with red special edition. Super cool car. And cool cars everywhere here. Look at this. Town car, Lincoln, really nice. 944 Porsche, Lexus SC 300. And yeah, the town car. Town car and town car. This one's a little later than this one. And this says Le Panache. Le Panache. That's pretty cool. A little bit of panache on this one. A lot of bit of panache. Nissan 200 SX here. Let's see, the earlier ones had digital dashes. This one does not. Manual though. Pretty desirable. A lot of people again are drifting these and doing all sorts of things. I'm going to review you can see a 200 SX on my channel with the digital dash. And I'm going to be reviewing a very, very nicely restored one soon. This Z3 driver is still very cool with the wood shifter, the wood steering wheel, nice green paint job. Sort of a more advanced Miata, I would say. A Miata for the yuppies. I'll use 80s terminology. 5.0 Mustang, super cool Fox body, C4 Corvette. Looks like it's got a racing seat in it. And then we have this one that's a little more stock. Look at that, got the airflow going on that rear window. That's pretty cool. Nice to see all of these cars lined up. Isn't Radwood great? I don't know, maybe the owner's been out in the sun too long. Look at that. Polaroid SX70 was the earlier version. I don't know what model that is. But boombox, they got it all going on in here. That's pretty cool. Land Rover Discovery. Super cool car there. Oh, look, there we go. There's the owner just chilling in his cool car there. Look at this one. Is that a Toyota right there? I think it is. Yeah, four-wheel drive Toyota. Looking good. Very, very nice. I'll slip by you here, sir, and show you this Land Cruiser. Yeah, nice. All right. Wow. What a day it's been. Here we go. Last couple of rows. Swinging you around here. And it's a Buick. Is it a Roadmaster? Yeah, it is a Roadmaster. Wow. What a beast. Very comfortable ride. Check out my Buick Riata review. I'm surprised we haven't had a Buick Riata here, although they were released in late 80s, early 90s. This one's a little late too, but you know, it's cool. This one is a JDM car. I think I've had one of these on my channel. Nissan twin cam 24 valve. Stagia, maybe they're called. Am I right? I can't remember. Do I get it right? Let's see. All-Tech, yeah, All-Tech version Stagia. I am correct. How about that? 318. Now, people bought the 318s. There was actually a little hatchback, and they would buy them and kind of race them because they were lighter. Saturn and Honda. We knew it as the Acura NSX in America, but it is a Honda NSX. I actually reviewed the new one. I spent a couple hours in this one driving it around back in the day at car show. It was amazing. This one, you had a mid-engine exotic. It was extremely fast, but very reliable. And that was rare back then, let me tell you. Did I miss the Saturn? I missed the Saturn. I don't want to miss the Saturn wagon. I drew this car probably about 5-10 years before it came out. When I was in elementary school, I used to just take quarters and draw cars all the time. And I drew that car. And then GM Saturn came out with it, and I was like, hey, I designed that. That's all I used to do in class. I'm not saying I didn't pay attention. I was reading No One Here Gets Out Alive by Jim Morrison. That's why I do videos like Jim Morrison's Life in Alexandria, Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris. And I show you where he wrote People Are Strange in LA. And also Love Street, the store where the creatures meet. Honda del Sol here. And again, a Turbo 2 Mazda RX-7 with the rotary engine and the turbo, I think. Some of these were turbo. Super cool. Super cool. Look at this vet right here. Looking good in blue. People are hanging out near this GTI. I have reviewed a lot of GTIs on the channel. In Wiki. Atlanta Car Guys. There you go. Apex everything. And what else do we got here? Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Slip through here. F-150. Look at that. Looks a little new for this Radwood, but that's okay. Firebird here. That is correct. Manual too, huh? Another BMW 535i here. Another B10 Alpina, super cool. 5 Series done by Alpina. And this one is a right-hand drive. That makes it super rare, super cool. Love these Alpina cars. There was a Bauer topped 320, I think. Maybe it was a 2000. Yeah, it was a 320. You see that in my kickoff car show and also the Concours De Lemons. This is pretty cool. Wow, what is going on here? Looks to be a little bit special there. Awesome. 944 S2 convertible. Check out the one I reviewed on my channel. Very clean car. Shout out to my friend Greg with that car. It's an awesome clean version. Soon I'll be reviewing his SL also, which could very well have been at this show. But yeah, Firebird here. Super interesting color of purple with orange and purple in the interior here. Okay, they're finally doing the awards ceremony. There's my Tahoe Blue. Favorite car there. Porsche is awesome. Yeah, don't they look great? That's how I started off my show, interviewing that couple. Aren't they great? Absolutely, they're great. Good to see the spirit here of the 80s and everybody super enthused. Just awesome. Look at this thing. Oh my God. Showing you again this Rothman's Porsche 959. What a rare, beautiful car. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Did I miss this Fiero here? I might have. I don't want to miss any cars. Definitely don't want to miss any cars. That would be terrible. But yeah, this is a Fiero, different body style later. Fiero GT, I think they called it. And there you go. There's all the specs and prices. But yeah, a lot of these aren't around anymore because a lot of kit cars were based on these. And so, yeah, there you go. Fiero GT. Shelby race car here. GNX El Camino. Wow. Yeah, that Consolier. Good stuff here. How could I miss this Schwinn Piranha here? It was a Ross Piranha. I thought it was a Schwinn. That's, you know, sometimes you remember wrong. Skyway, tough wheels, mags, pegs, everything. I think somewhere on the interwebs I do a little, I think it's on my TikTok or Instagram, I do a little tail whip on my PK Ripper. Yes, I still have my PK Ripper from back in the day. Love that bike. Love all these BMX bikes. This one has the stand, so you could do your standing up, no hands sort of riding. And that is a, looks like an ACS rotor. It might be a different company, but that looks like the one on my bike. These are like bear trap pedals, they were called. I think Hutch made them back then. This is pretty cool. And of course, oh, look at that guy's outfit. That's awesome. But look at this totally cool 80s throwback Atari. It even says, wow, that's cool. Okay, so there you go. Drivin Ivan here saying thank you so much for watching. You're walking around as my car buddy. I'm showing you all these cool cars here at Radwood, at the Amelia, at the Concours De Lemons and Kickoff Car Show. Also, lately, Moda Miami, Ferrari Cavallino at the Boca Raton. So do hit that like button and subscribe if you already haven't. Buy me a coffee if you've liked the content. I do want to thank you so much for watching again. And watch all those videos I mentioned. Beatles in London and Liverpool. I see a real Beatle. You two in Dublin. Watch my music video for Free Your Mind, which has a lot of my guitar collection. I do guitar reviews. I do disc golf videos. And a lot of pop culture videos. Andy Warhol in Pittsburgh. And like I said, Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris. Jimi Hendrix's Life and Death and Lady Friends in London. And Banksy's Art in Bristol. Every Day on the Beach is a good one. Is an original music video that I did. Down, Down, Down. Past Relations. You and Me. And I'll Never Tell is a good one too. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Radwood at the Amelia, a Haggerty event. Thank you so much for watching. It's 2026. And I've really enjoyed showing you all of these amazing cars today. Again, thank you so much for watching. I am Drivin Ivan.